Now everyone can hear me clearly?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, great. So today we have lined up this experiment for you. That is fine. Because experiment में तो कुछ करना नहीं है ना, बैठना है तो उससे पहले थोड़ा दिमाग का भी काम करना पड़ेगा ना. क्या करना है? Now what we are going to do is we will start with some exercise on arithmetic. The prime numbers, right? You already know the prime numbers. But do you know how to identify a prime number? How to identify a prime number? We already know.
Sir?
The prime numbers cannot be divided by any other number other than they themselves and one, right?
Sir?
Okay, can you make a paper? Just hold on, please.
Okay, sir.
If you have anything to say, please write in a message. Okay, now what you do is on a paper, you can write numbers from 1 to 100. Okay, in a piece of paper, you grab a paper and just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then 11, 12, and then 100. What we will do is today we will find
1 to 100.
two things. We will do two things. One, we will identify prime numbers from 1 to 100. Okay? And I will introduce you to the basic arithmetic theorem. Do you have a paper? Okay, forget it. Don't write till 100. From 1 to 20 you write on a paper. Okay, numbers from 1 to 20. And then we start. And I am shifting the camera. By the time you do, I will give you one idea, very small brain teaser, so you can keep thinking about it in the meantime. In 4 here. Okay, I have written 4 here and I have 5 here. We have to get a number between 4 and 5. Can there be any number between 4 and 5?
Yes.
No, this is fine. They can. Okay. So what you do in a chat message, send me what your answer is, but don't speak the answer. Just in a message, you write the answer. What you do is, yes, you do one thing. We have to get a number between 4 and 5 by placing a standard mathematical symbol. Standard mathematical symbols are plus, right, minus, division, multiplication, square root of 3, and there are so many brackets, star, and all this. I need a symbol here that gives me number that is less than 4, oh sorry, more than 4 but less than 5. Put a symbol here. Which symbol it should be? And the best way is, I think, so that other kids don't get disturbed, the best way is sending the answer by chat. That way other kids won't be disturbed and we can continue with the class. I will hear the answer here. Is it right? So that way, yes. Decimal point, perfect. Very good, very good. I will see the chat and I can see from here. Yes, Sayyid Harjas, correct. You are all right. If we put a decimal point, we get a number more than 4 and we get a number less than 5 by putting a decimal point. Great. This is a great answer. Now what we do is just make a list of the numbers from 1 to 20 and we will go prime hunting today. Okay, this is good, very good. This you have handled perfectly, all right, perfect. Do you see here? This is the basic theorem of arithmetic. The basic theorem of arithmetic says every integer greater than 1 is either a prime number or it can be written as a product of its prime factors. Can you make out what exactly it's saying? See here, it is clear now. Every integer greater than 1, that is integer means 2, 3, 4 whole numbers, is either a prime or it can be written as a product of primes. Can you give me an example of, say, how? Now you have numbers till 20, right? Okay, one you leave one, okay. One is a unique number, so we will not say one is a prime, we will say one, you circle it. Okay, now you have two. Two cannot be divided any further, so 2 is also a prime. Now you say 3. 3, can it be divided with any other thing? No, 3 cannot be divided, so 3 is 3. Now see here what this is saying. Every integer greater than 1, this is greater than 1, 2 is greater than 1, 3 is greater than 1, is either a prime, so this is prime, this is prime, so this is satisfying, right? It is a prime, or can be written as a product of its primes. Okay, 3 up to 3 is okay because we get 2 primes. Now we write 4. Okay, when we write 4, what happens? Now, can we write 4 as a product of 2 primes? This is what we are going to do. 4 is not a prime, so we will write 4 as a product of, see here, either a prime or a product of its prime factors. So 4 can be written as, you can write it in chat. I can read all the chats here. 4 can be written as 2 multiply 2, right? So 4 is, this is prime and this is also prime. Now can we do the same thing with 5? No need, because 5 is a prime. So here again you see either a prime is satisfied, done. Now we say, can we do same thing with 6? Can we write 6 as product of 2 prime numbers? Is it possible? 6 is correct. You are very right. 6 is right. Dan is writing yes, you are right. 2 into 3. 2 into 3 is 6. Very good. Now this is taken care of. We will do all the numbers. Now we will say 7. 7 is a prime itself. So we write 7. It is a prime. Okay, that is fine. But what about 8? 8 can be written as products. 2 multiply 2 multiply 2. Now can we write 9? It is 3 multiply 3. Can we write 10? It is 2 multiply 5. Can we write 11? 11 cannot be written because 11 is 11 multiplying 1 only. So, but 1 we have to ignore. 1 we never use. So, straight away 11 is again a prime. Now, 12. Can you give me factors of 12?
Factors of 12.
Yes.
I have forgot.
12. If you forgot, no problem. 12. You divide by 2.
12 divided by 2 is equal to
6. Okay. 12 divided by 2 is equal to 6. So 6, can it be divisible by 2? 6 is divisible by 2?
Correct.
Correct. So 2 it is 3. So the prime factors are this. 2 multiply 2 multiply 3. That's so simple. So we can write.
Prime factors are always prime.
We can reduce any number to its primes. Any number in the number system can be written as multiplications of
Prime.
its primes. product of its prime. Product भी बोलते हैं multiply. It is product also. So 12 is taken care of. Now 13. Is 13 a prime? But there in their screens it is coming all right. 13. Yes, on their screens it is coming all right. You check the camera of your phone. 13 is a prime itself, but 14, is it a prime? So 15 is 3 multiply 5. Very good. Everybody is writing that. Good. 14 is 2 multiply 7. Now 18. Oh, 15. 3 multiply 5. So this way you can write all the numbers in terms of their prime factors. Okay, now I will give you one question here. Okay, so now you have checked all the numbers. Any number can be represented as a product of its primes, that we have seen. Now so this takes care of prime number factorization. This already you know. If you have time, practice it with, say, I will give you one number. We find out if it is a prime. I say 108. Is it a prime? We have to say, is 108 a prime? It is not a prime. Okay, nice, very fine. But how do you find it is not a prime? Because you check here, it is 8. So 8 is a multiple of 2. So you say, no, it is divisible by 2. Does anyone know how to, is 111, is it a prime? 111, is it a prime? Yes, is not a prime. Okay, 111. How do we know 111 is not a prime or a prime? The thing is, it is divisibility rules. So can we do divisibility rule today? Like, okay, now I will unmute, then one by one we will check the divisibility rule. Okay, does anybody know divisibility rule of 3? How do we find out divisibility by 3? Is 111 a prime? Is 11 a prime? 11, is 11 a prime? It is a prime. But 111, is it a prime? This is the question. So what we do? We will do prime factorization of 111. We have to answer by chat, then I can understand and nobody gets disturbed. Correct. And the best way is you add these numbers, 1 plus 1 plus 1. If the sum of the digit is 3 or a multiple of 3, then this is divisible by 3. This is the divisibility rule of 3. Now what we do is, we will see. So we have the divisibility rule of 2 taken care of, divisibility rule of 3 taken care of. 111 is prime. So 3, and then if you divide 111 by 3, how much it comes? Right, it is 37. 37 is also a prime. So 3 is done. Okay. Now, divisibility rule of 5, this everybody knows, either 60, 65, 95, 100, everything is divisible by 5 because the last digit here, it is either 5 or 0. Now, does anybody know divisibility rule of 7? By 7. See, divisibility by 2 we have done, 3 we have done, 5 we have done. Divisibility by 7. This is a little tricky. I have it written here. I don't remember it honestly. I am reading from here. What they say, if there is say 672, divisibility by 7. What I found is, I'm not reciting it from memory, I'm reading it. Huh? What they say, if this is a number, then double the number. Make it double. This digit, last digit, make it double, 4, and subtract it from this number. So 67 minus 4. If it is 63, and this 63 remaining is divisible by 7, then this whole number is divisible by 7. This is what they say. We have to test it, in fact, if it is okay. I have certain things to sell to someone. I have certain things to sell to someone that could weigh 1 kg, it could weigh 2 kg, it could weigh 3 kg, it could weigh 4 kg, 5 kg, 6 kg, 7 kg, 8 kg, 9 kg, 10, 11, 12, 13 till 30. Okay. Now, what is the minimum number of weights I should have in order to give to customer the material? Like, I should have, what weight should I have in order to measure up to 50 kg? This is the question. Only using only 5 weights, only 5 weights. 5. You can have 5 weights only. You choose 3 kg, you choose 5 kg, you choose 1 kg, you choose 6 kg. I will give you 5 weights, but you should be able to measure 30 kgs. This is the question. What numbers you will choose?
20 and 10.
You understand the question? 5, you have to measure up to 30 kg. Like, okay, you have a shop and you are selling things to somebody. You have to give, one customer comes, he says, give me 1 kilogram. You have to weigh 1 kilogram for him. Somebody comes, he says, give me 16 kilogram. You have to give 16 kilo to him. But you can have only 5 weights. Choose your weights. What weight should we have? Only 5 weights. If you say, I will take 115 kilogram, I will take 5 kilogram, but then you should say how you will weigh 17 kilo. Say, if you have 17 kilo and you say, I will take 15, 1 kilo, 2 kilo. So you can measure 17, 15 and 2. But if somebody comes with a request of 29 kilo, then how you will take 15 plus 2. So this way you can take weights. What weight should be there? This is the question. Only 5 weights are allowed. Only 5 weights.
Sir,
You choose which weight we should use. Yes.
20 and 1, 20 and 10.
But you should be using those 5 numbers. You should be able to make every number from 1 to 30. You understand? If you choose 5 weights, that means you are choosing 5 numbers. Those 5 numbers, adding all of this, you should be able to measure up to 30, 1 to 30. If you choose any 5 numbers, then they should add up to 50, either combination of it. Like you say, I will take 1 as 1 kilogram, 1 as 29 kilogram. You can measure 30, but how you will measure 3? So that way, 5 weights you have to select. What is your best weight? 5 weights. You know, this is where the number theory and where I am taking you, this is where it comes. People will go mad tackling this question, but you are looking at numbers from different point of view. You are not looking at the numbers from solving the problems. This prime factorization will come in your class, but they will not tell you why to do it. Now we are doing numbers as their properties and characteristics. So here I will give you a clue. Okay, take 1. I will give you 5 weights, and what we will do, we will together say how we will measure 30. Take 1 kilo. You write the number. Take 1 kilo, 2 kilo, and you see the combination here. Then take 4 kilo. Take 6 kilo. Take 8 kgs. And take 16 kgs. Okay. You see where we are leading to. I have discussed this before. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, sorry, not 6. 1, 2, 4, 8, and 16. If you see, these are powers of 2. Huh? You see, 2, 2s are 4, 2s are 8, 2s are 16. This is what we have taken, right? 2, 4, 6, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 16. Now you see if we can make 30 numbers, 30 kilos with this. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. 1, 2, 4, 8, and 16. How you will measure 1 kilo? By 1 kg, right? 2 kilo, you will measure with 2 kgs. And how you will measure 3 kgs? Make a list up to 30 and then see what fun it is. See, make a list how using these weights you will measure up to 30 kgs. 1 kg, simple, you will use 1 kg weight, right? I will write what weights I have proposed. Simple. 1 ka double 2, 2 the double 4, then 8 and 16. This is what I say. If you have any other idea, make
Sir, you also said
1,
6,
2,
sir.
4, 8, 16. Yes, 16. No, sorry, 6. No. Sorry. It is 1, double of 1, 2, double of 2, 4, double of 4, 8, and double of 8, 16. So 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. Using this, can we measure out 30 kilograms for every customer? Whoever comes to our shop and asks for 15 kilograms, can we make 15 kilograms using these weights? 15. 8, 4, 2, and 1, right? And what if somebody comes asking for 17 kilograms? Then what? We cannot make double, huh? We have to use only these 6 weights.
16
Make a
and
list
1.
up to 30. Yeah. So should we start making this list? Are you ready with the pen? We will make this list. And I am a lazy guy. I don't have that brain. So what I do, I use Excel to do it. I will share my Excel sheet with you. Okay, just 1 minute. I will share my screen. And if you wish, I can share it on WhatsApp also, whatever way. Okay. See here. Do you see the screen? Are you able to see?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
See,
sir.
in the yellow are the weights that we took. Like I said, okay, give me 1 kilogram weight. It is 1 kilogram. This I will color it here. 1 kilogram. I took 2 kilogram also. I took 4 kilogram also. I took 8 kilograms also. I took 16. Now the question is, some customer comes, he says, give me 1 kilogram of this. So what we will do? We will give him 1. We will measure 1 kilo here, 1 kilo here. Take the material. Okay. Now can we measure 2? See, 2 is equal to 2. 2 here, 2 here. Job done. Now, see, can you see the movement of cursor? This when I move, like here. Now you can see in 3, we will take a weight of 2 and 1. It is 3. Now it is for 4. What we will do? We have a 4 kilogram weight directly. Right? We have chosen 4 here. You see, here it is 4. So we can choose 4 directly. And for 5, look here. 4 and 1, 5. Right? 4 and 1. Now how we choose 6? You see, check what weights we have taken. See, what I want you to see here is the power of 2. What all numbers we can generate only using 2's power. See, 2 to the power 0 is 1. 2 square is 4, right? See, 2. Then 2 square is 4, and 2 multiply 2 is 8. Then double of 8 is 16. And using this, we can create every number up to 30. And when we tackle this kind of exercises, this is the application of that, whatever we learn. Now, how we measure 6? You see here, 6 plus 6, take 4 kg and took one more 2 kg. That's on 6. Okay. Now, how do we measure 7? You see, are you able to follow the cursor here? 7
Yes,
kg is take 4 kg, 2 kg and 1 kg. We are not duplicating, huh? We are not using 2 kg 2 times because we only have one weight. 1 kg only. 8, you already have 8. Now you see the power of 2. When I ask, kids to remember their times tables, I always ask them, addition tables are fine. 2 plus 2, 4 plus 2, 6 plus 2, 8. We should learn exponential tables. 2 2s are 4, 2s are 8, 2s are 16, 2s are 32, 2s are 64, 2s are 128. This is very, very important. Doubling. In Corona time, we are also seeing, in the news TV comes, the number of cases are doubling. That is exponential. So this is what we are learning is exponents. Exponents, they will teach you later. But what is there in exponents? You have learned it today. The exponents are what? 2 square is exponent. You can make 2 multiply 2 multiply 3. It is exponent. So see here, the power is we can create any number from 1 to 30 using only these 5 numbers. Imagine if we have 6 numbers, then how many we will be able to create? You can do this as an exercise. Okay, so 8 is done. Now see 9. Simple. 8 plus 1 is done. This is an example where you see the power of numbers to solve problems. This is just learning what is this, how the prime factorization is, and everything is fine. But this is the real application where we are solving a real life problem. Like we have a shop, we have to give out everybody. We can do only with 5 kilograms. Otherwise, if we don't know mathematics, I don't know how many weights we will buy. See here 10. You can do 11 with 8, 2 and 1. You can do 12, again 8 and 4. Power of 2, you can create all the numbers. Because here I have created it for you, but if you try creating it yourself, it will be a very, very satisfying experience. So should I leave you at 12 or should I show you the other numbers?
No, sir. Leave it at 12 only.
Okay, try with, see this kind of exercise. The best way is not to use your brain. Simply pick up a calculator.
Oh yes, just pick up a calculator. Why not?
See here, ये ज्ञान देने आ गए ये. Pick up a calculator. Huh? Okay, so this way you can create all the numbers up to 60. We will take an example of say 27. Okay, how we create 27 just for fun. See here, 27.
27 is equal to
16 kilo, 8 kilo, 2 kilo and 1 kilo. Power of 2, exponential power of 2. I love number 2. Really, really, really.
Oh,
And why you love number 2?
because it's a prime.
It's a prime. But prime मुझे क्या दूध दे रहा है? क्या फर्क पड़ रहा है मुझे prime से?
Because 2 is the most even prime.
Perfect. It is balanced. 1 is alone. He has nobody to talk to. But if it is 2, I can talk to you. We are a team. It is 2. Now we are even. We are prime. 2. If I am alone, I will be sad. But if it is 2, it is balanced.
How
Right?
is it still stuck on this?
Yes,
That's
it
a
is.
magnet.
So this way, try numbers up to 30. It will be very satisfying. And you are stuck somewhere, you will be thinking, and then you will say, it is possible. And then, would you be interested in trying with 4 numbers? Like, see, you have here what we took. We took number 1, right? We took number 1. We took number 2. We took 4 kg. We took 8 kg. And we took 16 kilograms. And now, suppose you question yourself. See, don't wait for the textbook to give you question. Suppose you say, what if I have 2 more weights? 2 more weights I have. Suppose I take 16, 32, and I take 64. Then how many numbers I can generate? Think yourself, challenge yourself. With 4 we have generated up to 30, but what if I have 32 also? Can I go beyond 30? Can I go beyond 30 using 32 and 64? This is just an idea, because you know, somebody who is curious, there is no stopping him. I can only show light. This is what I always say. I don't give you how to remember things, how to memorize things, what formulas. I myself don't remember. What I will tell you.
Okay, so
I
shall we
only
go to the
give you.
experiment?
We will start the experiment now.
Okay.
So try with 32 and 64. How many numbers you can create? Just have fun with the numbers.
Can you get the bubbles, please?
Yes. Okay, sorry. So this I have given you an example of, you know, you may have seen, I am, can you turn this AC off? I am giving you many number patterns, how the numbers are behaving, what happens, we add this one to this one. This this, you know, this 30 kg example, it is an example how to use the power of numbers to solve problems. Same way we will come across many other questions and we will learn it. So this takes care of arithmetic. So what I leave you with is 2 things. One, try with, complete the whole series up to 30. Use a calculator, no problem. And then add 2 more numbers and see how far you can go. If you are interested, this is one thing.
Sir?
Second, I will give you one exercise. Yes, 1 minute.